Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Kay, and I am going to start making these videos. I'm going to post them, but it's secret for now. I've always wanted to do YouTube videos. I remember when the natural hair community first started, I said, oh, I want to do that. Never did it. When I was going to hair school, I was like, oh, I want to do it. Never did it. When I was going through nursing school, I was like, oh, I want to do that and show my nursing journey. Never did it. But since I have been going through what I've been going through, I think it's time. I think it's time because I absolutely know that it's time to share. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is my diagnosis of breast cancer. I'm going to tell you the story. Now, before I even tell you the story, I want you guys to know that I have done 3 sessions of chemotherapy already. And my tumor has already gotten smaller. And I still have hair on my head. Now, it is shedding and it's coming out, but I wanted people and women to see that cancer doesn't always have to look sick. I'm sitting here right now in my car. I am a school nurse. I'm sitting here waiting in my car because I get on the bus with a student. I'm still working. I do my treatments every Thursday, and then I if I feel good enough, which I have every time, I go to work on Friday. So I do want to put that out there. Okay, so cancer diagnosis story. March menstruation came, okay? My March menstruation came and my breasts were hurting. And they usually don't hurt that bad. You know, they usually get a little bit sore, but it was hurting. And so I said, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll do a little breast exam. Now, I don't do breast exams like I'm supposed to, but I was like, I'm just gonna check it out after, like 2 weeks after my period stopped. 2 weeks after my period stopped, the left one was still hurting. And so I started to feel it, and I felt the lump. I told my husband, he was like, I don't feel nothing. They don't never feel nothing. I was like, I need to go get a mammogram. And so I did not have any primary care doctor. I'm sorry, y'all. I do have a headache. It's like a little migraine right here, but I took some medicine and hopefully it's going to be okay. It will be okay. So I went and got the mammogram on the 26th of March. I didn't have a primary care doctor. I didn't have a gynecologist. I didn't have none like that, but since I had pretty good insurance for my job, they just brought me, and I'm 40. I just made 40 this year. They were like, okay, we're going to do a yearly mammogram. I got a call back saying that they found something concerning and they wanted me to do a ultrasound and a possible biopsy. So I scheduled that for April 11th. I even postponed it because I was like, I was looking up things. I was like, this is probably just a fibroadenoma or cyst. I'm sure it's not cancer. I wasn't too worried about it. When they called me and told me it was concerning, I did kind of freak out. But I was like, it's going to be okay. So I think I had the option to do like April 6th, but then I changed it to April 11th. Went in April 11th, and the breast navigator kept on saying, they might do a possible biopsy. As soon as I came in there, they had that stuff ready to do the biopsy. So I was looking up videos about, biopsy and what to expect and everything. So me and my husband went on April 11th, Got the ultrasound. When I walked in, I saw a picture of my breast. Now, mind you, they told me it was concerning, but the picture that I had on, they have this thing called MyChart. I'm sure some people have it where you can see your ultrasounds and your test results. It looked nothing. It looked nothing like what they had on MyChart. When I walked in that room, I said, "Is that me?" I saw a white ball, and she was like, "Yeah." I had to make sure to see if that was my name on that screen. She was like, "Yeah, that's you." She was like, she was thinking the same thing I was thinking. The text, she was like, "It's probably just a fibroadenoma, which is a non-cancerous tumor in your breast." So they did the ultrasound. She did the biopsy. The biopsy was not too bad. She did numb me up. I was able to see it. I was able to look and see the sample she took. She did numb me. She numbed me up, but then she didn't numb me up too good, so it started to hurt a little bit. She took one lymph node, and then she took like 3 samples of the tumor. And when she went to go that first time to get the sample of the tumor, I wasn't numbed up enough, but she did numb me some more, so that was fine. After she did that, she was like, well, she was already saying stuff like, well, if it comes back cancerous, just expect for about 6 months and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. It won't be. So she said she will call me with the results in a couple of days. On April 13th, which is my mother's birthday, and she's no longer with me, but she's with me in my heart, I got the results. And she said yes, it was cancer, and it was a ductal carcinoma. And my heart sunk to my stomach, and I was shocked, of course. My husband was not in the house. I immediately called my aunt. I immediately went outside and then he pulled up. So I had to call the doctor again and explain it to her. Explain it so she could explain it to him. My oldest, I have 3 boys. My oldest one found out that day. I didn't want to tell the 2 youngest ones. And that's how I found out. That day, I was more sad about my mother not being there, and it was her birthday, than the cancer diagnosis. That day, my aunt came over, my mother-in-law came over, and the gynecologist that referred me to go get the mammogram, he called me. He was like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Oh, not too good." And he said, well, I told him I wanted the best. I wanted the best doctors. And he gave me the best doctors. As a matter of fact, that same day I was diagnosed, I went to go see a surgeon, and then he gave me his best recommendation for an oncologist. So I went to go see the surgeon that day, and when he felt it, he was like, "How do you feel about me taking it off?" Because my tumor that is shrinking right now was 4.9 centimeters. So, but I didn't go see the oncologist yet. So, the oncologists, they work together as a team. The surgeon, your oncologist, all those people work together as a team. So I didn't see her yet, but when he felt it, he was like, "How do you feel about me taking it off?" I'm like, whoa. And I was saying, like, my mother-in-law was with me. She didn't let me open up my mouth. She was like, "As long as she alive, take it off. Take it off." I'm like, "Lady, this my boob." I'm with her. I don't care as long as I'm alive. But yeah. So he was already talking about that. So that was That's how I found out that I had breast cancer. And she also told me that it was ductal carcinoma, that the lymph node that they took, they didn't see any cancer in the lymph node, but the tumor was cancerous, and I should start looking for an oncologist and all that. That gynecologist that I went to, I thank God for him. I thank God for everything, because he orchestrated everything, and he's still orchestrating everything. On my channel, I will talk about God all the time, because I believe in him. He's my Lord. He's my Savior. He is the one that's healing me right now. Yes, I'm going through chemotherapy, but without him, nothing would be possible. He is allowing the drugs to work. He is putting his hands over me, and I thank him so much. When you're going through stuff like this, you need an anchor. You need your family. You have to be positive. And without him, there would be no smiling face right now. Without him, the tumor will not be shrinking. So I give him all the praise and all the glory. And I want you ladies to know that you can get through this. You don't have to be sickly. You don't have to be sad. You don't have to feel like this is a death sentence, because it is not. It is not a death sentence. Yes, it is a storm, but you can get through this storm. And some people will shy away because they're scared, because they don't want to see you go through this. They don't want to see you go through chemo. They don't want to see you sick. They don't want to see you throwing up. They don't want to see you losing weight. That doesn't mean they don't love you. They just mean that they're not strong enough to deal with it. So don't take it personal, because I have had people just shy away because they don't know. And to be honest with you, on Sunday, that's when I told my two youngest, because they're not stupid, and I know they see me laying down a lot, because I do be tired now. And when my hair started falling, my hair is thinning out, I was like, I gotta tell my two youngest boys. My youngest ones are 12 and 14, because it was just hanging over my head. Surprisingly, the 12-year-old took it better than the 14-year-old, but now he's okay. And I'm glad I told them. I'm glad it's off my chest, so I don't have to hide. I don't have to hide this scar, because they gave me a port. And so, sometimes when you wear low cut shirts, you can see it. So now they know if when I get a wig, or when I decide to cut this hair off, they won't be shocked. I don't have to lie to them. They know where I'm going every Thursday now, and I feel good. They know that mommy is going to be here. They know that mommy is going to be okay. I was able to tell them that I have done 3 treatments, and it is already shrinking. So I'm grateful for that. If you ladies have any questions, please put your comments down below. If you need prayer, please put your comments down below. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my first treatment, which is Taxol. I'm taking Taxol and carboplatin. And I'll tell you and talk about my side effects on the first week. Then I'll do the second and the third, and then I'll be able to catch up. So that's basically it, guys. That's what's going on with me. I am 40 years old, and also I have triple negative breast cancer. And so my next video, I'll talk about that first oncology appointment. That was rough. Because even though you're a nurse, or even though you know something about breast cancer, it's different kinds of breast cancer, guys. And some of them are more aggressive than others, and some of them, they give you different medicines for different things. And so when I found out I had triple negative, I was like, what the heck is this? And what? So that's what I have. So I'll talk about my diet. I'll talk about my first visit to the oncologist, and I'll talk about the CT scan, the whole body scan that they gave me before I started treatment. If you have any, like I said, if you have any more questions or comments or prayers, anything that I can help you with, please, please, please do not hesitate to hit me up. Once again, my name is Kay, and I thank you for listening to my story. And guess what? Ooh, I got this double chin. Guess what? It ain't over. It's not over. Okay? Thank you.